Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 1st of April 1982, and the title is The Basis of Fortune is Renunciation. Today, Bab Dada, the bestower of fortune, was seeing both the fortune and renunciation of all his children. What have you renounced, and what fortune have you attained? You know that in return for one-fold renunciation, you receive a return of multi-million-fold fortune. Knowing the deep meaning of renunciation, when children renounce even a little bit, a very clear and long line of fortune is drawn. There are different stages of renunciation. In fact, you're becoming Brahmakumars and Kumaris is also a renunciation, and in return for this, you received the fortune of a Brahmin life. Regarding this, just as all of you are called Brahmins, so too all of you have become souls who have renounced. However, there is a number in renunciation, and therefore there is also a number in attaining a fortune. All of you are called Brahmakumars and Kumaris, but someone becomes the number one bead of the rosary, and someone else becomes the last number bead, even though all are Brahmakumars and Kumaris. All of you renounced your Shudra life. So, why was there a difference between the first number and the last number? Whether someone is moving along while living at home as a trustee, or whether someone has become free from the household and, having become a server, is living at the center, whether someone is a trustee or a server, both types of Brahmin souls are called Brahmakumars and Kumaris. The surname of both is the same, but the basis of the fortune of both is their renunciation. It cannot be said that to become a server and to live at the center is the most elevated renunciation or fortune. Even trustee souls can claim a very good number in the rosary through their attitude of renunciation. However, the trustee should be one who is truthful and has a clean and honest heart. Both have a right to attain a fortune. However, the basis of drawing a line of elevated fortune is to have elevated thoughts and to perform elevated karma. Whether you are a trustee soul or a server soul, both of you can claim a number on this basis. Both of you have full authority to create your fortune. You can create whatever fortune you want to whatever extent you want. At the confluence age, according to the drama, time has received a blessing from the bestower of blessings. Anyone who wants to can become one with an elevated fortune. To become a Brahmakumar or Kumari means you bring your fortune with you from birth. The moment you take birth, the star of fortune is sparkling on the forehead of each one of you. This has become your birthright. To be Brahmin means to be fortunate. However, to what extent you increase the birthright that you have attained, or make the star of your fortune sparkle even more, or make it elevated, depends on your own effort. To imbibe and use in your practical life the rights of fortune you have received means to increase the property you have received from the Father. Earning it or using it up depends on each one. As soon as you take birth, Bap Dada gives everyone the same property of fortune and the same elevated blessing. May you be fortunate. All of you children are given the same title, long lost and now found, beloved, lovely child. He hasn't said to some, you are the long lost and now found child, and to others, you are not the long lost and now found child. However, the number is created by looking after the property and increasing it. It isn't that Baba gives 10 times multi-million fold to the servers and only 2 times multi-million fold to the trustees. He says, all of you are multi-million times fortunate. However, to look after the treasure of fortune means to imbibe it in the self, and to increase the treasure of fortune means to use it for service through your thoughts, words, and actions. It is in this way a number is created. All of you are servers. All of you are the embodiments of dharana, but you are number-wise in becoming that. Some have become complete with all virtues, and some have become complete with some virtues. Some are the constant embodiment of dharana, and some are sometimes the embodiment of dharana, and sometimes the embodiment of fluctuation. When they adopt one virtue, then they aren't able to use another virtue at the same time. For instance, you may need the power to tolerate and the power to accommodate at the same time. If you simply imbibe the power or the virtue of tolerance and are unable to use the power to accommodate at the same time, and then say, well, I have tolerated for so long. Is this a small thing? Only I know how much I have tolerated. And if after tolerating it, you were unable to accommodate it, and you didn't use the power to accommodate, then what will happen? You will speak about it here and there, that that one did this and you did that. So you definitely performed a wonder, Kamal, that you tolerated, but you spoke of the wonder you performed and turned it into an upheaval, Damal, because by speaking about it, firstly, you become body conscious, and secondly, you think about others. Both these types of action are performed. In this way, if you imbibe one virtue and not the other, then you are unable to become the embodiment of dharana that you want to become. Because of this, you are not always able to imbibe the treasures you have received. That is, you are unable to look after them. Not looking after them means you have wasted them. Some look after them and others lose them. There will be a number then, will there not? To use in service in this way mean to use they increase the property of fortune. In this too, all of you do service, but there is a difference in serving with a true heart and with true love, and in serving as a server. Some serve with a true heart, and some serve on the basis of their head. So there will be a difference, will there not? There is the difference of day and night in doing service on the basis of having a powerful brain and having many points, and in serving with an honest heart. Those who serve with their heart will make others belong to Dilaram, the comforter of hearts. Those who serve with their head will only teach others how to speak and make others speak. One churns and the other one simply speaks. One is a server who truly serves as a server, and the other is one who serves just to earn a name. So, there is a difference, is there not? Whoever the true servers serve, they will give them the experience of the instant fruit of attainment. Those who serve simply to earn a name will at that time attain a good name for themselves in the form of praise. You related very well. You spoke very well. However, they will be unable to give the experience of the fruit of attainment. So, there is a difference, isn't there? In this way, one serves with true love and the other serves as a duty. Those who serve with true love will not be able to stay without forging the connection of love with others. Those who serve just as a duty will finish their work and complete the week's course and give them the yoga course, the dharana course, and even bring them to the point of listening to the Murli, but will not consider it their responsibility that the love of that soul should become connected with the Father. He will give course upon course, but will not fill the soul with any force, but will think that he has made a lot of effort. However, it is a law that only those who have a deep love for service are able to connect the love of others. So, do you understand the difference? This is to increase the property that you have received. Due to this, to the extent that you look after it, and to the extent that you increase it, you claim a number ahead accordingly. The bestower of fortune distributed the same fortune to everyone. However, some become those who earn, and some become those who waste. Some become those who use it up and finish everything. This is why there are two types of rosary and why it is number-wise in each rosary. Do you understand why the numbers were created? So Bapdada was seeing the fortune of renunciation. The wonderful game of renunciation is also unending. I will tell you about that some other time. Acha, to those who have an elevated fortune, to the true servers who constantly increase their line of fortune through elevated thoughts and elevated actions, to those who constantly bring into their life all virtues and all powers, to those who give every soul the instant fruit, that is, to those who make others the embodiment of attainment, to the elevated renunciates, and those with an elevated fortune who constantly look after and increase the rights and treasures received from the Father, to the constant servers who are the embodiment of dharana, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. Bapdada meeting groups. Constantly keep in your awareness the aim, a Brahmin who becomes an angel and an angel who becomes a deity. Do all of you consider yourselves to be Brahmins and therefore angels? Do you remember that you are now Brahmins and then you will become angels from Brahmins and then the angels will become deities? To become an angel means that while being in a corporeal body, you stay in the form of light. That is, you constantly remain in the stage up above with your intellect. Angels don't set foot on the ground. How will you stay up above? Through the intellect. The foot of the intellect should always be in an elevated stage. Are you becoming such angels? Or have you already become that? You are Brahmins anyway. If you weren't Brahmins, you wouldn't have received permission to come here. However, to what extent have you Brahmins adopted the angelic stage? Angels are shown with a body of light. The more you consider yourself to be a soul, an embodiment of light, the more you consider yourself to be as light as you walk and move around, the more you will feel as though you are an angel walking in a body of light. An angel means one who has no connection with the awareness of his own body. To break your connection with body consciousness means to be an angel, not from the body, but from the consciousness of the body. When your connection with the body is broken, then you will leave here. But at the moment, your connection with the consciousness of the body should be broken. Then you will love this life a great deal. Then Maya will not come attract you in any way. Acha, Om Shanti. Blessing. May you have a right to claim an elevated status and become an image of support for the world through your own transformation. In order to claim an elevated status, Bapdada's teachings are: children, change yourselves. Instead of transforming yourselves, because you think of changing situations and other souls, or you think that you should receive a particular facilities, cooperation, or support, and only then will you change yourself. And when your transformation is based on any support, then your reward will also be based upon something, because however much support you take from others, the share of your account of accumulation will be distributed to that many people. Therefore, constantly have the aim to transform the self. I myself am an image of support for the world. Slogan: increase your practice of remaining introverted, underground, and you will be protected from the harmful atmosphere. Om Shanti.